I don't know how it happens, but I just keep finding myself in strangers' homes, uninvited. I just waltz in, and here I am on the couch. You will not believe this amazing home that I'm in. They call it the Heartbreak Hotel, but really, no vacancies for you, just for these two right here. Penny and Andre Villa, they live here, and they are the masterminds behind this 1950s decked out home filled with memorabilia. I'm going to stand up and we're going to give a little tour, and I want to talk to Andre here because you are the man who has collected all this stuff. Andre.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Getting ready here for Christmas, I hope. Everybody's ready. Do you want me to stand up here?
Andre. Yeah. And, you told me that you have been collecting since you've been a little child, huh?
Well, since about 10, 12, I've been collecting and still collecting. So let's go on a little tour.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my gosh. So this is only one room in your home. And I know that you have a sculpture right behind us that is one of your favorites. Can you tell us about it? Mike's going to pan on over to Mr. James Dean.
The sculpture is, of course, on James Dean. I was an early James Dean fan, and I had the sculpture made myself. I wanted to have one for many years, and I finally got around to having the original sculpture, Kenneth Kendall. I commissioned him to do one for myself, and here it is, right here.
This is, I'm telling you, when you walk into this home, there is sensory overload. And I want to kind of address a couple of things because, first of all, this is Penny, by the way. I'm going to talk to her in a second. This home is not open to the public. Again, I asked very nicely and barged in, huh?
Yes, very nice.
But the outside of the home, which we'll show you guys probably later, is decorated to the nines. And you guys have lived here since
1977.
1977. And has the home always looked like this?
No. The first thing he did was take the outside down to the dirt and start over. And Andre has done all of this. This is none of me except the kids and the grandkids. And I clean it. Other than that, it's all him.
Well, I was asking you when we were chit-chatting before we were live. I'm like, how do you clean it?
Whenever the spirit moves me.
Dusting this would probably be quite the headache. Now, I'm sure you get a lot of people kind of coming by and asking if they can take pictures. How does it work? Do you mind if people come by?
They can go on the outside, take pictures all they want. Don't knock on the door and don't get my dogs upset.
Well, you have like the cutest little poochies, and I will tell you because when I walked inside the home, they do bark. So again, do not knock on their door. We're not going to tell you where they live. It's just somewhere in Escondido. But I'm just so impressed with all this collecting. And you said you're not done yet. You're going to keep going. But you also said that this feels like home. Without this stuff, it wouldn't feel like home, right?
Oh, exactly. I've always been a collector, and I guess I'll keep on collecting as long as I can. I'm still standing, barely.
You know, you have a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids. How do you feel when they come over and they just kind of, see joy because of all this stuff?
Oh, they get a kick out of this place here, and it's been pretty enjoyable and still going at it. So I'm always out and about looking around.
I can't believe it. 1977. By the way, I have to tell you, Penny and Andre have been married since 1966. Did I get that right? Look at and you've maintained it this far.
Yeah, but we moved in this one in 1977. So there was a 11 years there that we didn't live here. But he started on the last house with the arrows.
With the arrows. Okay. Each room is totally decked to the nines. Behind me, you can see Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, wine bottles. We've got books galore. We're going to take you around to some of the other rooms, later in the evening as well. Andre had a fun story about that palm tree there. You were saying that one of your daughters thought you were actually going to build a real palm tree when you told her about it.
Well, I was putting up this palm tree here, and my daughter called, and she was wondering what I was doing. I told her I was planting a palm tree in the living room, and there was dead silence, and she hung up on me, and apparently she drove right over. She thought I was cutting into the concrete and planting a live tree.
Your daughter thought you were crazy.
See the tree there. It's not a live one. And she came right over. And she was relieved that it was not a live tree.
Hold on. You guys saw it, right? That fake tree there. Hold on real quick because we got to wrap it up, Andre. But I have to ask, has anyone ever told you that you're crazy, or do they just love it? I love it.
No, they tell me I'm crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tell you you're crazy, but they love it. And I love it too. I'm telling you guys, this home is amazing. I can see a wedding being held here, one or two, because we will have more from the Heartbreak Hotel coming up in our next hour. Back to you.
That is what I call dedicated to their mission. All right, Jenny, we are excited to see more about this house coming up in the next hours.
To explain. This is amazing, Jenny. Love this place.
Oh, am I live right now? I wasn't aware. I just was using the restroom. Sorry, guys. My bad. Do you see this? Yes, this is the Heartbreak Hotel home in Escondido. This is very odd. I'm currently in someone's private restroom. This home is not open to the public, but they let me in. I just schmoozed my way in. This home is filled with thousands of items of 1950s memorabilia. As you can see, he's a fan of Elvis Presley, James Dean, Marilyn Monroe. Look at how cool this toilet is. I'm a little obsessed. This is probably the one home where the wife is not going to tell her husband to put the toilet seat down. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're going to exit the bathroom because, again, a little odd that I'm in here. The bedroom's behind me. Don't worry about that. But this home has been lived in by Andre Villa and his wife Penny since 1977. This is just one of the rooms here. As you can see, we've got a huge sculpture of James Dean. We've got so many beautiful paintings of Marilyn Monroe. Memorabilia that he's been collecting since I think he said he's been 10 or 12 years old. He even has a little turnstile here. Oh, good luck, cameraman Mike, trying to get through that. But he actually bought that off a small mom and pop shop. And here's the man himself sitting in a barber chair that he purchased for his wife because, yes, his wife cut hair for so many years. Andre, thank you for having us inside of your home.
Oh, you bet. And appreciate you guys coming by. And, hey, we're having a great time.
Is this, some people have a throne that they sit on. Elvis, you've got your little throne here as well.
Yeah, you bet. I got a good view of everything here. And I hope you enjoyed looking around and up on the ceiling and the walls.
Andre, I've been here, I think, hours with you. And, yeah, I've enjoyed it for sure. You told me how this all kind of stemmed. Tell the people at home, how did you create this beautiful home?
Well, I just started with collectibles that I had from a kid, and of course I just expanded, and I pick up and buy what I think is necessary for my life.
Sure, necessary. Mm-hmm.
Still collecting, and probably until I drop, which, hey, who knows? You never know.
No time soon. No time soon. The outside of your home is amazing. I'm going to walk into the kitchen. Feel free to follow us, Andre, if you will, because your wife, Penny, is in here. And again, so this is the kitchen. You can see if we kind of pan up to the ceiling, it's filled with paraphernalia as well. I just feel like I'm in some sort of a diner. And this is my new friend, Penny, who I love. This is Andre's wife. Hi. How long have you guys been married?
We got married April of 1966. So that's 55 years.
Oh, my gosh. And then, he's always been collecting since you knew him, right?
Yeah, actually, before, when we got married, he had a box full of movie magazines, and he was going to throw them out. And I said, why? You've had them this long. And we still have them. And they are in frames like pictures, but it's the whole magazine.
How do you feel living in a home like this?
I don't know any better. We've always lived like this. Our first house, he painted arrows up the ceiling and down the walls, and he just has this mind that works a little different.
I like it. I like people whose minds are different. We're going to walk into one more room here. There's so much. It really is sensory overload. There's so many cool things here. There are old telephones outside of the home.
That's one of the first electric stoves
Penny's telling me this is one of the first electric stoves ever made. This is absolutely fascinating. We're going to walk into this room. Andre, if you can come with me real quick, because this is the room it's filled with some of the old books and movie posters. Look at this. You've got a James Dean right here that kind of started it all, correct? You told me that these cost $0.25.
The movie magazines I collected as a kid were 25 cents. And that's James Dean portrait there. But the magazines I kept, and I've put them behind glass, and I can use them for wall art, or I can open up the frame and take out the entire magazine. So I have the entire magazine if I want to look through it.
Some of this stuff has got to be worth a lot of money, huh?
I think so. Yep.
Hold on. Cameraman Mike, do not pan over to your right. We've got some nudity there. We can't show that on live television, or maybe we can. I don't know what's acceptable these days. Look, this is, and I know you've got some stuff around the corner here too. So many, I've used this word before, tchotchkes, but these tchotchkes are quite impressive, and they've been in your collector's history for quite some time now. I want to clarify, this home is not open to the public, but the outside of this home
of course it
is full of amazing things as well. So you can come check them out. They're in Escondido on Utah Way. We are not giving away their address because we don't want you banging on their door. But this is quite the work of art. Back to you.
Amazing. I'm really enjoying looking at everything he's got there. I want to give all these James Dean trivia questions to him, see how much he knows. And I'm curious as to what his favorite James Dean movie is. I think there were only 3 that he made. It's
let me
amazing.
ask him real quick. Hold on. Let's ask. Okay, they want to know, what is your favorite James Dean movie?
I'd have to say Rebel Without a Cause.
Yeah.
Rebel Without a Cause?
You bet.
Yeah.
That was the second movie. And, of course, they're all my favorites, the 3 of them. And,
our anchor really would love to come inside your home one day, so maybe tell him, wink, wink, we'll let you in. We'll sneak in.
There's my card when you
There's the card.
You want to come by.
Jenny, what does he do for a living?
Hey, I'll bring this back in the studio. I'm going to take this one home with me. Just kidding. I'm not going to take it. Look at him. All right.
What fun. Jenny,
all right,
thanks for bringing that to us.
I probably have to leave now.
All right, Rebel Without a Cause.
Bye.
Thank you.